Welcome. What if I told you that you can use a technique easily and effectively to release negative emotions? A technique so easy, even a child can use it. Would you stay tuned now? It's called EFT, and it stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It was created by Gary Craig as an offshoot of thought field therapy, which was created by Dr. Roger Callahan. EFT, otherwise known as the tapping technique, is really gaining a lot of momentum. I'm going to teach you a very simple way to do this technique, and over the course of the next few weeks, I'm going to be really helping you to do it like the pros. EFT is based on the idea that we have meridians running through the body, kind of like our blood vessels, but instead of carrying blood, they're carrying energy. Now, at certain points along these meridians, it's considered that we have energy that could be either flowing through those points or they might be caught up. Now, acupuncturists will use needles in those points to create change. Acupressurists will push on those points. With EFT, we're just going to be tapping on the points. Now, there's hundreds of points throughout the whole body. We're only going to be utilizing 9 today. So let's get right down to it. The first point is really important. It's called the karate chop point. And in another video, I'm going to explain why this is such a crucial step. But for right now, just start with this one, the karate chop point. I'm kind of lazy, so I just take multiple fingers and I tap the point. It's right on the side of the hand. It's not on the palm. It's not on the back. It's right on the side here. And then the next point is on the top of the head. We're going to go right down the center here. There's 2 points at the start of our eyebrows. Now, there's an eye socket bone here. Our next point, we're going to take a little detour around the eye bone to the side of the eye, and then under the eye. Make sure that you get it right on the bone. Don't drift towards the hairline. Don't drift down the cheek. Right on the bone. Then we go back to the midline, under the nose. Now we call this point the chin point, but it's really right in that crevice. Now there's a point right here. You can see that indentation about 1 inch down, 1 inch over on either direction. There's 2 points here. I just take one hand, and with my thumb I'm getting one, and with my fingers I'm getting another. The final point is a little awkward to do in public. I don't suggest it. I call this the monkey point for kids when I'm teaching it to them. But it's about 4 inches down from the armpit. For women, it's usually on our bra strap. For gentlemen, it's right at the nipple. And we just tap there. Again, this point especially is really useful to have the kind of splayed hand, multiple fingers tapping to make sure you really get that point. They say that if you're within 2 inches of the point, you're still going to get it, but I notice when I'm an acupuncturist, it kind of works better if they get the point, so I try to stay as close as possible. Now, those are the points. Along with the points, we do have some words that we're going to say. Now, traditionally, we start with this wording. Even though I feel, and then we insert the negative emotion, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So notice it's even though this negative thing, positive thing. Now, in further videos, I'm going to discuss how we can kind of make this a little bit more creative, more graceful, more perfect in the moment for the client. But for right now, we're going to stick with the basics. So I'm going to talk about maybe a fear of snakes. So even though I have this fear of snakes, and go ahead and do this with me. I'm going to tap right here and say it along with me. Even though I have this fear of snakes, and if you don't have a fear of snakes, don't worry about it. If you do have a fear of snakes, hey, you're doing good. Even though I have this fear of snakes, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear of snakes, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So you want to say that about 3 to 5 times. Then we go to the top of the head, and we do our reminder phrase. Fear of snakes. 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 And that's what we do. We keep starting here, saying the phrase, then going through. Now, in further videos, I'm going to discuss ways to really get into issues deeper if you need more than that. Sometimes that little tapping is all somebody needs. It's really profound. Other times we need a little bit more work. So in other videos, I'm going to describe how to really get into it, how to adjust it for yourself, for others, and also some of the different things that aren't discussed often when it comes to EFT. But for now, utilize that basic formula, and I think you'll really get some great results.